Alright, so it's now day 6 of the 30-day scripting challenge. I just took a swig of medicine, so I'm gonna fall asleep in the middle of the video, but I'm doing this because I'm lazy and I want to try and get this done as soon as possible. So for those who don't know, yesterday was the shop and inventory starter. We have that done right here, so you can equip, unequip, and purchase items. Now, day 6 is going to be a basic NPC, and it's just going to be an NPC that follows a set amount of waypoints, and it'll react in some sort of way when a player enters range of the NPC. So let's get that started here, and we're gonna use this our 6th NPC as our thing. Actually, we're not gonna use him. We're gonna use a clone of it, and we're just going to call you our NPC. And to make him a little bit unique, we're going to change his torso color to this electric blue color, and he will be our patrolling NPC. So we'll have him right here, and he'll be patrolling this area. So to start, we're first gonna, of course, make a folder inside Workspace, and we're going to call it our waypoints. And then inside of our NPC, we're going to give it an object value, and we're going to call it, actually no, we're not going to do that. I'm only going to have one NPC, not multiple. And inside this waypoints folder, we're going to make a couple of waypoints for it to follow. So I'll just go on ahead and do that real quickly. Alright, here we have our waypoints that the NPC will patrol, and I've labeled them 1 through 4, though there are many other methods that are usable when making waypoints. Like, for example, you can have them by an object value on which is the next waypoint, or you can have them numbered, or you can have them lettered, like A, B, C, D, but we're gonna have them by one numerical order in which way the NPC will patrol. So now let's go on ahead and make a server script, and we're going to call it NPC main, and we're obviously gonna get the NPC. So local PC is going to go to workspace.npc, and then local waypoints is going to equal to workspace.waypoints : get children. We're gonna make a run service loop. Local run service, let's see, game get service, run service. And now what we're gonna do is we're going to say run service dot heartbeat : connect function. We're gonna make assign a connection here. If NPC : is descendant of workspace, then. So we're adding this check here to make sure that the NPC is inside workspace. That'll tell us it's alive. If it's not, then we're just gonna else connection : disconnect. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to check for all the waypoints. So we're gonna have current waypoint and then waypoint to move, and we'll have that set up right here. So local current going to equal to 0, and then local next is going to equal to 1, for example, right? So we're simply just going to say npc.humanoid : move to waypoints next. Actually, I probably shouldn't have that one. Next waypoints, and then next waypoint. So what we're doing is, because waypoints : get children, this returns us a table. We can index, so in this waypoints folder, if next waypoint's 1, we can put in 1 in these square brackets here, and it'll get us this thing here, and it'll move to that. And then dot position, and then NPC dot move to not humanoid colon move to not colon move to dot move to finished colon wait, and then next VP plus equals 1, and then we're gonna check if next VP is greater than or equal to, if is greater than 4, then next VP will equal to 1. And we don't even need a current, actually. We're not even using this variable. This is the move to, so let's give it a try here. And he's not moving. It's probably because he's anchored. Oh, where is our NPC? Anchored, set all of that to false. So that way he will move. So as you can see, now he's moving. He is patrolling the area, but his walk speed is pretty fast. So let's turn it down. Let's cut it in half, and then let's turn Can Collide off. And then we'll also give him a walking animation. Alright, so I got myself a free model of a walking animation, and we're just going to put it onto our NT. So what we're going to do is just make an animation instance after we create our NPC. So we'll do that right here, or after we initialize our variables, we'll do it here, I guess. So local animation is going to equal to instance.new animation, and then animation.name is going to equal to walk. Animation.animation ID is going to equal to RBX asset ID and this, and then animation.parent is going to equal to NPC, and then now we're simply just going to say NPC.humanoid.animator colon load animation colon play, and this should load the animation here. In this case, there's not an animator, so let me put one inside of here. There we go. And now, as you can see, he has this walking animation and will now patrol along these waypoints, and I will collide with him. Actually, I gotta turn Can't Collide off. Also, we can hit him with our katana. No, we can't, actually. No, we can. It's damaging him. Is it? It is. Okay. Now, let's get Can Collide disabled for all of this. Alright, so now that our NPC patrols the 4 points, next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to have it react if the player enters the range. So below this move to finish colon wait, we're going to have the radius logic here. So we're going to loop through. Actually, we can have this in a different, no, we can have it here actually. So we're going to loop through all the players in the server. So for_player. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to, at the top here, we're to get the players. So local, not what thou. We're going to get local players, went to game.players, and then down here we're going to put all the players into a table. So local characters, that's the table we're going to put them in, and now for_player in players get players do local character is going to player.character. And then we don't even have to make a variable. We could just say table.insert characters. And then, no, actually, never mind. We're going to do something else here. Local character is equal to player.character. And then if character, then characters. No, we're not going to make a dictionary. Table.insert characters. And then the player character. So for_player character in characters do. And now we're going to get the magnitude. So we're going to check the distance between in case you don't remember, we did a magnitude check in our katana script here, right here. So we're going to get the player's position, and we're gonna subtract it from the NPC's position. So if player character dot primary part dot position minus the NPC dot primary part dot position, and put all that in parentheses, dot magnitude is less than or equal to, we'll do 30, then we're now going to say that the player is in range. So we're just going to have this be a model actually. We're going to say print player character is in range. So let's go ahead and try. Okay, so it looks like it's not working here. Oh, that's why. Player character dot name. Let's put dot ed. That's not working either. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to have a 1 second wait before the script runs. So that way, yeah, that was the issue. The script wasn't recognizing that I was in a game. So I'm gonna walk away. Also, I think I need to change it from greater than to less than or equal to 30. So now I'm in range, now I'm not in range, now I'm in range, and now I'm not in range. So there's now a couple of things that I can do, and I'll actually just put the task.wait here. So now that we know that the player is in range, there's a lot of things that we can do. Like we could have the NPC chase after the player, we can have the NPC run away from the player. But because, you know, I don't really know what to do, and it didn't really state what to have the NPC do, we're just gonna have it print that the player's character is in range. And then if we want to, we can just have it look at the player. We could have it stop moving and look at the player. But yeah, I mean, this is just a reaction. It's just saying that the player is in range, and I'm trying to like keep it short because like super duper tired. The medicine's kicking in. This will react to the player being in range, and then I can go beat up the NPC with my katana. You know, this thing does like 1 damage per hit, so it'll take a super duper long time for me to kill it. So yeah, thank you all for watching day 6 of the 30-day scripting challenge. It's probably the most boring, the most boring day. So yeah, thank you all for watching. This is just a simple waypoint movement system, and then you could have this support multiple NPCs by just looping through a folder called NPCs, and then give each NPC its own waypoints folder, or have them all use the same waypoints folder, or have them move to random positions on a map. But this is just a simple waypoint movement system with a reaction. And if I wanted to, or if you wanted to, what you could do to visualize the range, you could create a range circle. You can make a cylinder where it's X and I believe Z sizes are all the range value. In this case, the range value is 30. And then like weld it to the NPC, and then that would tell you if it's in range or not, like visually. Yeah, that's it. I hope this was helpful to anyone. Yeah, and that's going to be day 6. Thank you all so much for watching.